Good morning. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so happy to speak to you yesterday. I have to say, I have been super inspired by yesterday's Miracle Morning and, super grateful to Sarah for leading it on yesterday because it kind of made me think a bit differently. And literally, as I was listening to it, earlier in the morning, my day developed into something, really, really spectacular day. I kind of created content for this meeting as I was going ahead with my thought processes. So really wanted to share with you where I'm at, with the situation, with the business, and obviously what responsibility we have as leaders, to inspire other people. So what I started to think about, first of all, was what we need to do to become good leaders. Early this week, I had a training at work. We were called in and we had to do this duty training. So basically it means you have to be prepared. If you have to step up the game, you have to, go and, run a store, you're responsible. And there's like key of things that you need to like open your spectrum of things that you need to be looking at and obviously take step up and be that lead. But what stuck with me, and this is what I want to talk with you about. So there was a number of skills you had to develop, but number one skill in everything you do as a leader is confidence. And that really, honestly, is like huge for me because confidence, it's something you choose to be. It's not something you actually have. And I remember, when I was a bit younger and I used to go for all these exams, I did the licenses quite early on when I was little. I was like, I would go to my boss and say, what is that confidence? What like, why would you be there? And it's actually about deciding. It's the decision you take to be confident and then act as if. And even if you don't quite feel like it, you step up, you put your head up, and you become that confidence, that calm voice, the leader in your group, in your house, in the workplace, in your, friendship circle, whatever that might be. You have to become that confidence. So this is what I want to talk to you about. I am not saying that I always feel that, and I'm not saying that, I wake up in the morning having all this confidence in the world. But what I have realized, especially with Sarah's Miracle Morning, is yesterday that we need to choose. So when we wake up in the morning, I have started feeling anxiety on a Monday. I went to work and story after story after story and seeing people, panic shopping. Of course that affected me. And then, thinking about the kids and how's this going to affect the kids. Of course that affected me. And I had, a couple of tears in the bathroom because as a leader, you don't want to do it in public. But everything changed yesterday because I have realized that I have a choice how I will react to the situation. And actually, I need to train my mind to realize that I need to step up and choose to be confident and choose to lead and show different way of looking at this situation. So of course it would have been so much easier to stay under the pillow, have a little cry, check the news and panic, because our body has got this mode of assessing the danger and checking what we need to do. It's that kind of all tribal experiences we used to have as humanity, assess the danger and hide and avoid the risk. But now we need to train our mind to be on the opposite side, have a look at what is the best we can do with this situation, because as we have seen, is the event that's happening. It's our response to this. It's what's going to make a difference. So, I remember picking up kids on Tuesday and I kind of haven't reacted quite well with the lady. I mean, just haven't said anything, but I was like, oh my God, I probably have come across rude. And, it's my responsibility. I need to react. I need to think about, how I lead, how I make people feel, through speaking to them, through my social media, through being at work. It is a choice. And I think, minding your mind means that you exercise your mind. So your mind, and that's it's pretty genius, isn't it? Training your mind to think in a way, it's like exercise. So you wake up in the morning and you think, oh my God, I am just not bothered to exercise today. Like, I am just not bothered thinking well today. I'm not bothered to be positive. But we as leaders need to have the confidence, and we need to step up, and we need to think that way, because this is the enlightening era. This is the time when there's loads of good happening. There is so much good, and I'll go through this shortly. But we need to help people see that, because it's so much easier to focus on the negative. And obviously, I'm not taking away from anything that's, you know, happening out there at the minute, and the challenges we all have, because we will do. And some people have more challenges than the others, and inconsistency in what people are having to do at the minute, you know, will be a challenge. But that's going to take me back to the beginning. We need to step up and be the confidence and the leader and spreading the good news, and you know, that will attract people. Because I was, gosh, so attracted by the music yesterday. You know, play positive music. You know, I had brilliant day yesterday. You know, listened to a lot of stuff like from a positive music point of view, having good conversations with people. You know, I had a good energy, and actually in the world things continued to evolve, so it's not like the day was any easier to take on, but I definitely, with my mind, took it in a very different light. So choose your mind and choose the leadership, and you choose to show people the good things. So another element of my thought process was that what we managed, well, I've listened to this training, this talk, a red table talk led by Will Smith's wife, so I'm sure you're familiar with it. And I think we need to talk more about calming the situation, but also about understanding the situation. And the great thing is that, you know, as a humanity, we are getting past this situation, and obviously it's just a longer process. We need to help people to stay healthy in that process. So this red table talk is really, really good to watch, and I think I would invite all of you to do those talks with people, whether it's online, inviting each other and having a look how you're dealing with it at home. You know, people are opening so much opportunity online at the minute, and I feel like there will be so many benefits to the planet, you know, and we need to almost bring that light back to people. So when everyone is talking about the challenges they have right now, we need to focus about the good things happening right now. So I've written a couple of things about the planet, you know, how it's healing, how the air is going to become so much clearer. You know, places being open. National Trust decided to open its gates for people during this period of time when school's going to be closed. And online yoga teachers, Reiki teachers are stepping up and doing online classes for everybody. So we're in an era when we're not alone, that we are unifying and seeing each other online. This is, you know, so beautiful that we can do so much by, you know, discussing and staying clean. So we're creating a planet with less pollution. And then when it comes to people, you know, we are supporting one another, sending love to one another, having a good conversations. So I know Nina Alexander has said this, a great group called Soul Sanity again. So if you wanted to have any kind of mind support, there'll be so much of it that we can lead now with, or add people on, and you know, showing what to do. So the last thought process I wanted to share with you is something I was thinking about with the plane, which was landing in a Hudson River. So you may remember from a few years ago, this genius landing that we had by Sully. And this is completely my thought process. So obviously there was this a moment when the pilot had to make a decision as what to do, but he had to step up. He had to have the confidence of that leader and say, as a human being, I am frightened. I want to get away. I don't want to deal with it, but I am put in this situation when I'm running this plane, and I need to make a quick decision, and I need to find the solution of this circumstances. And the times we're in are a bit like this. We are in this, you know, situation where we are gonna land in a really, really good way, smooth way. We know that already, because, you know, the virus we're dealing with, you know, it's not dangerous in a way, you know, it's not like Ebola category. So we have three categories of viruses. You've got the good viruses that actually, you know, have the good bacteria and so on. So that's first category of viruses. The second one is the one that makes people sick but bypasses, and then is, you know, the third category of viruses where unfortunately, you know, makes, you know, people suffer. So our virus we're dealing with is the sickness virus. So it's just a quite normal category of virus, and we know that it cannot mutate. So we need to stay focused on this. This is just another virus, and they've always been around, and they will be around in humanity. And it's never been a time in existence of people of not having viruses, right? So the situation is quite normal. It's just a new one we're dealing with, right? So we are landing that plane, and we are landing that process very smoothly, but we are here to lead. We are the pilot of the cockpit, and we are here to help people to stay calm and see the beauty of it. So I have this clip for you. Have a look how this can inspire you, and how you can help your house, your workplace, your friends, people that are panicking, land, you know, in the best possible way. So let's have a look at that clip. Sarah, I think there is no sound. Could you try again, maybe? Because I don't think the sound has clicked in.
Is that better?
This is the captain. Brace for impact.
Is that okay now? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
we
you.
can hear it now.
You can land runway 1 Teterboro.
We can make it.
Okay, which runway would you like to Teterboro?
Go ahead, try number 1. Where we like? We're going to end up in the Hudson.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus?
Flaps out. Flaps out. Flaps out.
Cactus 1549 radar contact lost. You also got Newark off at 2 o'clock at about 7 miles.
Yeah, flaps out. 250 feet in the air. Try that.
149, right. Still up?
150 knots. Got flaps 2, you want more? No, let's do it.
You got runway 29 available at Newark at 2 o'clock at 7 miles.
Got any ideas? Actually, not.
You know, it's a, that's it. Thank you.
Exciting masterclass.
Oh, thank you so much for playing that. So, you know, it's a heavy video, isn't it? It's you know, and it's a heavy situation we're in. I think. Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, it's a heavy situation. It's a situation we're dealing with, but this is the beauty of enlightening everybody. This is the beauty of having a choice. We had so much training about minding your mind, And yet, you know, I'm the person who used to be very anxious, and, you know, I have dealt with depression and things in the past, but now I have the tools. And it's much easier to stay in a bed and hide onto the pillow and panic like everybody else. But no, we are not doing that. We are stepping up the game. We are doing what we've got to do. We're looking at the gorgeous things around, and we're inspiring people and see people through it and help everybody. What can you do today to make your house feeling the love, feeling the peace, feeling the inspiration? What can you play to them? How can you talk with them? Can you sit with them around the table and have a little discussion? Yes. How can you rise up and deal with the situation? Be a confident pilot of this situation. You know, you have a choice. We all have a choice to mind our minds. Let's train it. We've already trained it. Let's just use it now. So what can you do to support your family and your people around you? Give loads of love to everybody. That is the best place to be. So love you loads, and take it away today. Take care.